Hey fam, it's me, Meg. Welcome to Journeys on the Hobby Collab. Thanks for hanging out. It's Monday. Ugh, it's the worst. I am not gonna lie, I did debate calling in sick, but we're good. I gotta get through some NMM, and I've decided to reward myself in between each person, each warden, with like laying down some rough terrain on the bases that need it, because I just need some kind of escape. Yeah, it's a slog. So I'm gonna just take them one guy at a time. We're headed here. We're headed here from here. Today is just NMM. And then I think they're in a pretty good spot once the bases are in. So that's all I'm working on today. How are you guys? I have a poll up, like all of our polls. It's very important. I don't know why this one though. It just is. How is everybody? There's a couple of you. I might be kind of quiet today. It's been one of those weekends, I guess. One of those weeks with the world and stuff. Yeah, I just want to get through it. Sometimes it's like that. I know it says weekdays on the schedule overlay. This week, I think I'm gonna take off tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday to work on, I need to stay up late working on some other stuff for the channel. So I can't do both. Hey, Chris. Okay, I'm having a hard time, like, chat is not staying updated, so I'm gonna keep checking it. This was happening to us yesterday too on stream. So I'll keep checking it, but if I'm not responding, that's why. It's because it looks like nothing's happening in chat to me. So I have to check it myself. How are you, Chris? Let's see. Yeah. Cool. Anything good happen over the weekend, Chris? I'm also going to get to Elijah's questions soon. I just need a minute to like get my bearings. Sometimes it takes a sec to just get started. Yesterday I was trying to chip away at these and I was like, you know what? I'm really phoning this in. I need to sit back and just like not do that. You know, don't do this if you're not enjoying it. Doctor's appointment. All right, I'm gonna refresh because it's really not updating anything for me. It's terrible. So hopefully this helps me. That's who we're worried about here. Oof. Yeah, YouTube is having weird problems. I need to not worry about it. I went to see Friendship yesterday with Zach. It was very nice to have a date night, we'll say. Movie, no spoilers. There's no need to. I don't need to talk about the nuances of what happened in Friendship, but if you like Tim Robinson, it feels like a big Tim Robinson sketch, like in a good way. You know, it feels like he had a hand in it, which is pretty much all I ask for, you know? Like, I think he's very funny. Anytime, like, you believe in somebody and they're in something, you hope that they, I don't know, had a say in how it went. And it felt like it to me, like the types of jokes. I was like, okay, this sounds like something they had him help write. Not just like pigeonholed him into a role that sort of fit. It felt like him. So if you're into Tim Robinson, I think you'll enjoy it. It's fun. I'm curious what the movie felt like for people who had never like heard of Tim Robinson or seen his type of humor, or people who just don't like Tim Robinson. I'm very curious what the movie felt like to them. And if you know anybody who's seen it and doesn't care for Tim Robinson or is baffled by Tim Robinson, he's quite baffling. He's a weirdo. Let's see. Previews. What previews did we see? Materialists was a preview. There were weird previews for this one. That's the only thing I guess I'll spoil. The previews. The Materialists is because this is an A24 movie, so we saw a bunch of A24 previews, among other ones. But it's like a rom-com. If it looked like a rom-com straight out of the 90s, super weird. I was like, why are we still making these? I'm not a big rom-com person. So when another one comes along that's like, I don't know, maybe I'm not understanding the marketing. Hey, Zach, I'm like, what is special about this movie? Why is A24 doing a rom-com? I don't know. It doesn't look good. It's got Dakota Johnson. I'm not a fan of Dakota Johnson. Sorry, guys. Not a fan of her. I don't care about her as a person or whatever, but she doesn't seem that impressed. I'm not impressed by her acting. She's fine. Very blessed by nepotism, I'll say. And she's her love interest is Pedro Pascal. Which is interesting, kind of like, I don't know, her stepdad's Antonio Banderas. I'm like, there's something weird about that. Not really, but he kind of looks like him. Kind of resembles her stepdad. It's fine. I'm just not into rom-coms. Another one, oh yeah, they're bringing back I Know What You Did Last Summer. Weird. That's not, it doesn't actually, weird. It's weird because I'm a millennial and I grew up with it. And I'm like, why would anyone want to bring this back? But, you know, it's like bringing back Halloween or Freddy or any of those things. It's just, that's what happens with this stuff. Saw. I'm like, but Saw's different. Saw never went away. They've never stopped. Yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer. And Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt's gonna be in it. So it's like, okay, so this is like a continuation of the lore, not like a reset. Interesting. They kind of did that with Scream a little bit. When's the last time we've been to a movie, Zach? Zach's probably already asleep again. But I feel like it's been a while, a little while since we've been to the movies. I know there was another. Oh, there's the new Naked Gun movie coming out with Liam Neeson as Frank. What's his name? I forget. I'm not all that familiar with Naked Gun. I don't know if you guys are. That looked okay. I'm sitting here saying I'm not really a huge comedy person. Like, I don't normally go to the movies for comedy. I went last night because I love Tim Robinson. That's different. But it looks funny, but I'm kind of like, that's not one I need to see in theaters. I'll be happy to wait to see that one. I saw Naked Gun for the very first time ever this year. I'd never seen it. I know. But like, I mean, I guess, Liam, I was saying earlier, like, they do this all the time. It's nothing new. They've been doing it since, I don't know. I mean, The Thing was a remake. But it's just what happens, I guess. Well, Friendship was original. I loved it. Definitely my style. It was so weird too because we went, early, 3:30 I think was when it started. Well, 4. It actually started at 4 because of all the previews, and got out at 5:30, and I was like, whoa, it's still light out. It's like things we could go do. We went out to dinner. What? Yeah, that was nice. To do that more. It's nice not having 1,000 events to deal with at the same time. Yeah, there's some other movie too. Can't remember. But I was surprised to see a horror movie advertised. And a rom-com. Well, the rom-com was because it was A24. That made sense at least, but I know what you did last summer. I'm like, is this that audience? I don't know. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if Sarah Michelle Gellar will be in it. And I was like, oh, right. Her character died. Bummer. I'm sure all these, I mean, I know like it's fun to be cynical and all. I'm right there with you. I'm sure these older actors though, like they're our age, not much older, my age. I don't know how old everyone is. Like I'm sure they're happy for the work. When's the last time we've seen Freddie Prinze Jr., Jennifer Love Hewitt in something serious? I know Jennifer Love Hewitt had a show a little while back. I forget what it was called, but she was playing like an escort. Like she didn't mean to become an escort, but became an escort. It's very like Pretty Woman, silly. And I tried watching it and I was like, it's corny. It wasn't, it was cute, I guess, but it wasn't something I was like gonna stick around and watch. I wasn't gonna get invested in it. An accidental escort. Yeah. It's easy enough to look up. So I guess I'm happy for them. They're like actors we grew up with, right? Kind of feels like, not your friends, I'm not delusional, but like figures in your life who were there, like as you age and they age with you. It's kind of weird, kind of interesting. Hey, Fish. And you like sit and think like, oh, these people have just been a fixture of my life. I don't know them. They don't know me. But they're background noise of my life. And I have gone through that with this person, whether they know it or not. I don't know. It's kind of interesting when I think about, every time another actor dies, I'm like, oh gosh. They were part of my history. They're part of my childhood. Hey, Madman. Yeah, it's late-ish for you, huh? Nice of you to say hi. Always good to see you. Always enjoy your memes. not play with Jerry. Was that a thing? Yeah, I should go over why did I choose this poll? Like, I don't know why. It entered my head this morning. I guess because we went to the movies. I don't know. It's like, I'm an adult. I can go to the movies and stay up late. Or like, I couldn't stay up late because I was like, I got journeys in the morning. So I don't know. I don't know why it jumped into my head, like doing what you want, becoming an adult and doing what you want is the subject of the poll. But yeah, I mean, have you guys had that friend that your parents like make you play with that you don't want to play with, but your parents are friends, so they're like, that means you have to be friends with this person too. It sucked. It always sucked as a kid. I guess it makes one nicer, but it does, like, as soon as you get some autonomy, you know, it's nice to like not have to do those things. Yeah, you often got asked to play with the new kid. You're nice, yeah, but you never. Yeah, that happened to me too. I don't know if I went out of my way to play with the new kid or whatever. Like, I was never mean, but yeah, like, I remember getting sat next to, I wish I could remember her name. We had this new student from the Philippines. No, it was Vietnam. She's from, thanks, too blessed. You're funny. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. My warden's name will be Millhouse, and our moms say we have to play together even though he eats glue. Thanks, man. That's cool. Yeah, I wish I could remember her name, but she was the student who was new. She's from Vietnam. She barely spoke English, and the teacher had me sit by her, and I don't know, just sat by her. I was like, talked to her like as much as I could. She's nice. Okay, Millhouse. I know, I need to get through more bases. That's great, thank you. Thanks for the support. What are you up to anyway? But no, what I dealt with was like playing with kids I didn't like. They weren't new. They were just like, I don't like this kid. They have issues that I don't feel like dealing with as a kid. Like, and that was part of why my mom did it. You know, like, they need friends. So I'm signing you up. Like, okay, well, thanks, I guess. It's very like, I don't know, parents out there, what do you think of that? I don't know how I feel about it. It's a weird one. Like, on the one hand, like, you want your kids to be nice, right? Teach them to be welcoming and considerate, give people a first chance, that sort of thing. But does that work when you're forced into it? Like, I don't know. I guess I experienced it. I have to think about it. You know, it didn't really negatively impact me. Like, in the long run. But I don't know. How did it impact me? I guess I'm not entirely sure. That's what therapy's for, guys. Did your parents do that to you? Do you care? Is it a big deal? I guess what sucked about it was, like, you know, I was friends, quote unquote, with these people, these girls, and then I'd grow up and like get to high school, and then I'm like, I don't feel like hanging out with these people anymore, and I don't have to. We're not in the same classes, so I'm just not going to. And that sucked for them, right? Yeah, that's good, Fish. That's the part that I think kind of sucks the most, is like, I got to high school and then these kids that I didn't have to play with anymore, I stopped playing with. we weren't in the same, you know, they weren't in color guard with me, so didn't hang out with them in sports either. Sorry, I'm taking my sweet time. I hope that's all right. I don't know why I'm apologizing. There we go. So, hey Liberty, good to see you. So, yeah, like that didn't feel good. Like now people are, but I guess like, is that on me to learn? Was that a skill I needed to learn? How to handle awkward situations that other people put you in. Is that the skill they wanted me to learn? I just moved on. Yeah, probably wasn't the best way to handle it. And then when I've told you, I've mentioned Washington many times. When I went to Washington, my grandma had, yeah, like friends, I guess you could call it. Just neighbors, right? People in the valley who she knew. And then they had kids or grandkids or whatever to visit. And so then I'd go up and I'd have summer friends. I didn't pick them, they were just there. That's fine. Saul, you were the kid that was singled out and bullied through most of school. You didn't have a lot of friends growing up. Yeah. Right. There's two sides to everything. I don't know. I think that's a hard one. I don't know if my parents got that one wrong or right. Or my teachers, you know, whoever. My brain is fuzzy this morning. Like I said, I'm a little slow. I'm kind of just trying to go with it. It's fine. It's just where I'm at right now. Lots been happening recently. Do you guys hear the car alarm? Let me know. I'll shut the window if you do hear it. The weather's been nice here, so I figured I'd keep the window open. Let's see. Yeah. I was fortunate. We had each other. I had a bunch of nerdy friends, right? Like, we weren't popular or anything like that, but we had each other. But I mean, it is hard being a kid. It is hard being different. Good night, Madman. More orange and teal. Yeah, orange and teal twins, triplets, whoever. There's so many of you guys doing that color scheme. I love it. It's like my favorite color combo. Is like blue and orange, teal and orange, Miami Dolphins kind of thing. Thank you for the hearts. All right, nobody's hearing that? Great. I mean, I'm gonna hear it either way, so it doesn't matter to me whether the window's open or closed. I think I need more paint. I'm trying to like stretch this paint out. My room looks clean enough. Yeah, that, my room looks clean enough. I hated that as a kid, like having to clean my room. Like, why? Never understood that. Like, why is that a chore? This is my space. I don't care. It's not bothering me. And I would clean it every so often, like on my own. But I hated being told to clean my room. Like, I'll get to it when I feel like it. I'm playing right now with my toys. Leave me alone. Or whatever I was doing. I'm thinking about boys, leave me alone. But it's funny because now I'm like, please, can we not live in a mess all the time? Okay, it finally stopped. He's only 5. He's been, Saul, let's see, 5-year-old's been diagnosed with high-functioning ASD. Yeah. It's nice that you know. You can find tools, you know. Mine was, what do you mean go to bed? It's 9 p.m. Oh, I know. I love being in bed before 9. Ugh, yeah. I just want to go to bed all the time. It's worst struggle about being 40. It's just how much I want to go to bed. I also went through a lot of phases. Like, I figured out fairly young that I actually didn't like a big mess. When I would get new stuff, at a certain point, like I want to say in high school or maybe even junior high, get new stuff. Like, okay, I need to make room for this new stuff. So I'm going to get rid of some of my old stuff. Like, I just started doing that automatically. My grandma was a hoarder, and that kind of worried me. You couldn't go into her house without stepping on stuff. It was pretty bad. You know, it's funny because she's my grandma and I remember it as a kid and all. It's not funny, like it's definitely a mental health problem, but you know, it's my grandma. It was like wild. Like at the time I was like, oh, this is just normal. This is just how things are. And then you look back and it's like, that wasn't normal. Somebody needed to help her. She needed to help herself. Yeah, so I was always kind of worried about that. Like, I don't want to be, like, right now this is hard because there's stuff everywhere, right? Like our apartment is the studio. And so there is stuff everywhere. And so it's very important to me that I organize it as much as I can. I'm like, I don't want this to look like a hoarder house. I don't want this to feel like a place you can't sit down. It's like, it's a place you can't sit down to eat already. And I'm like, I hate that. I know that's not what's going on. It's different. It's just, but it does, like, it's a thought in the back of my mind, like, oh God, I don't want to end up like that. My mom wasn't a hoarder, but she collected a lot of knickknacks. And I hate, you know, like when it was chores day, I was like, okay, come go dust all my knickknacks. And I'm like, can we just get rid of your knickknacks so I don't have to spend time dusting them? Can you just not care about dusting them because I don't want to spend my time doing this? It sucks. So it's just like, I don't want a bunch of stuff that I have to like deal with now as an adult. Yeah. Yeah. I know. We didn't have these tools growing up. It was just like, what's wrong with you? Go sit on the block. Whatever. People can handle differences. Paper clutter. What kind of paper clutter are you talking about, Liberty? Like paperwork, like stuff that you have to save? Or what? The heck are you talking about? Yeah. Yeah, we have like a stack of manila folders. And then every, you know, what they're good for like 7 years or something. So every 7 years, toss out the oldest one, go get it shredded. Yeah, it's just like stacked in a, not even a bot, like a thing to put manila folders in. It's just that. Yeah, use it on me as confetti. Mix it in with some glitter. That movie Argo. Like, tape all the shredded things together. Find out all your secrets. Was that in Argo where that was happening? They were like, they had all these shredded documents and they were like quickly trying to put them together before they got on the plane to escape. Trying to like figure out who was there or something, I forget, something like that. I was like, how the hell are they putting all this shit together? Tiny little shredded pieces of paper. Yeah, that stuff's annoying because like, what are you supposed to do? It's nice that a lot of it's digital now. Our old tax guy did not do it digitally right, so we have like the printed out paperwork and stuff, but now it's all done digitally, so I don't have to keep anything when we do taxes. Okay. And so many movies and shows, yeah. It's funny you say that, Chris, about teaching us stuff in school that we need to learn. Like, all those things, it's true. Like, a lot of those things are things you, I don't know, they're like, it's like the trade school path that people are afraid of. Like, why? It's a good path. There is like, we had home ec, and you would learn that sort of thing in classes like that. And then I was in the honors track, like you're in the honors track, like you don't do those classes. You take AP classes. Like it was just, maybe that's just my family, I don't know, like, but that was sort of the perspective that I had on it. Like, and looking back, like those are the classes I wish I had taken. They seem so fun and like you're saying, like actually useful. Hands-on, like how often do you get to do something hands-on in school? Like you take bio, we think you're gonna do dissections and things like that, and it's like, yeah, once a month maybe. That's not fun. But like art, and we had FFA, Future Farmers of America. We had home ec type classes. Like those are that's where it's at, man. Like, it's pretty cool. Those are like skills that I'd be using today. I mean, I know how to sew now, right? But it would have been cool to learn that in high school. I still don't. I know how to balance a checkbook, but I don't. I'm just like, I'm gonna log in and check and see what's there and hope it's balanced. But I get the idea. Okay, there's those two. Go up. The next level is just mostly yellow. There is a world where I go to college for accountant. It's probably those classes that I keep a lot of this paperwork on hand. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I'm not going to school today. Oh yeah. Calling in sick is underrated. Very underrated. Mental health growing up is one of those things that was just, and still is, you know, it's very like, feels like very new territory still. Not as new, but newer still. And people don't know how to deal with it. And don't believe in it. Like it's something you can just believe in. You know, I don't know what to say about that. Yeah. I lost track of what I was saying. I got distracted. Ooh, that's a lot of paint. That's too much. Yeah, that's me too, Liberty. I'm cleaning this week, yeah. Yeah. That's my goal. Which is why I mentioned at the start, you probably weren't here. I'm gonna not do journeys tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Because I'm gonna be up late moving stuff around. It's not the kind of thing I can get done during my work day on like a break. So yeah, that's on our docket too. You were here, you know what it looks like. Swapping things around in the living room. So switching the TV with the shelves. And I can't leave the shelves on the ground overnight because then the cats will just ruin everything. So that's the focus for us too. My stomach. I always wonder if you guys can hear my stomach growling when it's really loud, like that one just was. It'd be kind of funny. The hungry meter. Mental health, yeah, that's what we were talking about. The only good thing about typing was that a pretty girl sat behind me. Yeah. Hey, Dad. That's my dad, Jim Pryor. Look at him. Remember my mom making me take typing my freshman year because it would be good once I got to college. Oh, man, Dad. And then you took college from home. It was nice. It was nice because you were always around. Oh, Saul, you did hear my stomach. That's pretty great. Yeah, Dad, the big regret I have in high school, thanks, Dad. Name a Dawnrider, give me a name. You wanna go with Walter Payton? I can see you picking something like that. What are my regrets? My regrets, the classes in high school that I regret taking are AP European history. No offense, guys. I can't absorb it. That was a big waste of my time because I don't remember anything. Like, I really don't remember anything. And I didn't appreciate it at the time either. So that I regret. The other thing I regret doing is AP Spanish. I thought it would be important to take a foreign language. And I went to like a Cal State school. The requirements to get in were like, do you have a 3.0? Cool, you're in. I didn't even need to take the SATs. Those of you who are Americans know what those are. Tinnitus, yeah. I didn't take AP Chemistry. We didn't have that actually at my school at the time. I feel like stuff was a little newer. I'm trying to remember when the AP program took off. Yeah, I wish I had instead taken, I guess, yeah, I can see AP US history being interesting, but I didn't take that. Like, once I was done with Euro, I was like, I'm not touching AP history at all anymore. I can't stand it. I liked AP Lit. That was interesting. That was fun, and the teacher was cute. If my dad doesn't give me a name for his warden, I'm gonna go with Walter Payton. If you guys can think of some kind of Walter Payton pun for him, that would be great. Just as a backup. Okay, where did I leave off? I was doing something and then I got distracted. Okay, US history was the beginning of a lot of your opinions. My opinions did not start until like college. And that was because 9/11 happened my senior year. And it was the first time I had ever thought to question, hey Cody, oh, the fridge, thank you, yeah. First time I ever thought to question America, you know, like that's, Americans are very, like, I don't know, probably every country is like this, right? Like, why not? You tell me if I'm wrong. The fridge. Rah, rah, we're the best. Everyone else is wrong, you know, that kind of nonsense. And then 9/11 happened and I was like, oh, people don't like us. What did we do? Like, that took a lot of exploring to figure out why this had happened to us, for me. That was the first time I started questioning things. I really did not question authority up until that point. I was like, why would you need to? Yeah. First time I questioned the fridge. Dad, okay, my grandma also made me take algebra my freshman year, which I ended up flunking. I think I disappointed her when it came to grades in school. Motorcycle racing was more important than school. It's true, it is. Dad, which is bringing you more joy later in life? Zach is still asking that question about himself after starting on YouTube. You don't have AP in Canada, yeah. It was basically like an advanced placement, advanced class that's supposed to kind of replicate college. It did not. But you take a test at the end of the year, and if you pass it, it can give you college credit, depending on your score and depending on your major. So like, I took AP Calculus, and I got a 5 out of 5. I believe I got a 5. That might be the only test I took where I got a 5. That was the class I did. It was either 4 or 5. It was the class I understood the most, was math. And I wasn't a math major, so I got out of like all of my basic math requirements for my undergrad. If I was a math major, it probably wouldn't have done much for me. I got a 3 on AP Bio, but since I was originally a veterinarian pre-vet major, it didn't really count towards anything, because it's like, well, you're gonna have to take a shit ton of biology and chemistry anyway. Like, you can't even get away with this low-level class, so it didn't help me there. But yeah, that's sort of why you would take them, just to give you you look better on your college applications, but then also it gets you out of some college classes, so it saves you money in the long run if you pass, right? Because you have to pay to take the test. So as long as you don't waste that. I was almost done with college when 9/11 happened. Yeah, you're old. You're old, Chris. Bye, Dad. Love you. Look at my dad earned top 3 spot. I'm getting all distracted. My dad's a Mandrill. He's a good dad. so started questioning things early on. I took history of religion, history of ancient civilization, and world history all in the same year in high school. Yeah, that'll do it. Bye, Christopher. Good luck at the doctors. Good luck. Hope it goes well. It's funny that my dad dropped in. When that, you guys with kids, just, you're amazing. I saw my dad and I was like, Dad, like, I felt like I was like 15, I don't know, like a kid, like, it's my dad. And then, that's fair, Cody. Then I looked, I was like, oh wait, I'm 40. Like, this is weird, like my dad, he's like my dad, he's my, like, I always think of my dad as like my age now, you know, because he's never seemed old to me, just like an adult, right? And I'm like, I think I'm an adult right now. I think I'm the age my dad was when I don't know. The way I picture him throughout most of my life is like, I feel like the age or the way I am right now. So I don't know, it took me back a minute. Oh, it's Dad. I'm in high school again, I'm in college. No, it's just Dad. You're 40. You can see him anytime you want. You're an adult now. I'm not going to school. I am going to school today. I gotta go to work. That's what it was. Yeah, it was, okay, we did get there. I connected the dots for myself. The things I was talking about when my dad entered chat. Classes I wish I hadn't taken, and perspectives that I wish were different for the betterment of our children. Hopefully they will change soon. The expectations we put on them. Almost did not show up today. I'm glad that I did. Does he know you eat bugs for a living now? Oh man, and he left too. Ugh, bummer. I wish you had said something while he was here. Does he know? You know what? I did try calling him this weekend. I didn't get a hold of him. But I didn't even think about that. So yes, next time I talk to him, I'll let him know we ate bugs on stream in case he missed it. I'm sure he would love that. He's gonna go, eh. That's the face he'll make, eh. Gross. It is almost 7. Wow, that went fast. We can make a clip and tag him in Discord. You can try. He's not the best with Discord. But go for it. In Discord, he is Monkey Wrench. Can you guys guess the reference? Do you guys know the reference? I'll let you figure it out. You probably know. Monkey Wrench. If you search for him in the Discord, you'll see some. I've made him post some stuff, and then I've posted on his behalf as well a couple times. He does model cars. He just bought this 85 Chevy Blazer that he's gonna put together, or that he put together in his painting. Foo Fighters, yeah, Foo Fighters. Yeah, he loves Foo Fighters. Some old cartoon. Yeah, my dad watched, I know he watched Speed Racer. And is it Johnny Quest? Was the other old cartoon. And I don't know, what else? Some old cartoon. Yeah. What are some of the other ones? Space Ghost. Wait. Yeah, I'm like, I remember the talk show, but like, it was a real show first, right? Yeah. He grew up with like the Hanna-Barbera stuff. Big difference. Okay. Should I do my Elijah questions today? Maybe. Bye, Liberty. I know, right? I have that to look forward to. Oh, hey, Meg, you were spending 2 hours doing something you really, really enjoy. Now you get to go do something else that you don't enjoy as much, to put it lightly. Okay, Elijah questions. These are normally done, we do these on Friday in the server. I like to steal them for journeys. They give me some sort of grounding. They're good, like, I think they've been pretty good for my mental health. I'm sure my therapist would be happy. Oh, good, that's good that you're doing so much reflecting. Okay. What is something I'm feeling, right? Current way I'm feeling and why. Oops, that was dumb. Oh, I did put the hashtag ad, all that stuff, promotional, blah, blah, blah. So I guess I should say like, oh yeah, this is Bear Cavalry paints. We were given the Bear Cavalry paints for free. However, I bought some more on my own. However, it doesn't matter. I still gifted them for free, and we're showing them off. So this is an ad. You're watching an ad. Everything's an ad. Everything's an ad. Your life is an ad. It's terrible. Let's see. I think mostly well, I'm happy that I did journeys today. It's a lot more soothing for me than one might think. You know, everyone's, are you burned out? Are you like, are you feeling like, don't do this if you can't? I'm like, I get that when it gets to that point, like I'll stop. You know, I'm not stupid. Like I need to do other things that are going to keep me up late tonight. So I'm not going to stay up and then get up and do journeys. Like, no, I do know better. And I do find it really sweet when people point those things out, like want to help, right? Just make sure I'm okay, I guess. I don't know. But I do find a lot of, yeah, I fucked that up. Even when I do stuff like that, I do find a lot of joy and stress relief just in being here with you guys. With Bartok under the table right now. And So I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, I guess I should just leave it there. I don't think I need to go into why the world is stressing me out right now. Come on, little cat. My life is more of a subtract. Wait, is this chat an ad? I don't know, everything's an ad. Ah, watch out. Yeah, sometimes it is just nice to sit and paint. You're right, Timbit. Ugh. Yeah. It helps you escape. I'm glad, Fish. Now you get like kitty purrs. Oh, sorry if this is if it's hitting me and making a lot of sounds, but like Bartok, come here, come purr into the mic. There we go. Bartok's just doing his part, trying to keep everyone calm, including me. So, yeah, mood. We'll say I'm feeling better after doing the stream. Yeah, I'm glad I made the choice to stick around and do it. I'm glad my dad showed up. That was pretty cool, actually. A little rare treat. Glad Bartok hasn't bothered me to leave the room. What was the second question? What's my intention? Something I'm gonna accomplish today. Well, this is weird. So, I mean, yeah, I want to do the things that are like necessary that I said I was gonna do. 150 minis, Saul, in a day. It's a lot. So yeah, I mean, we want to get going with like maneuvering our living room around, right? Because we're in the I've been talking about that forever. I feel like it's so annoying. I'm sure. So I'd like to get that done, right? I'd like to get the TV off the wall and put on the other side of the wall. And I'd like to get the shelves put back up on the other side of the wall. Literally just two things switching spaces, not really changing anything yet. But if I could just get that part done today, that would put us in a good spot. So once I get that done, any like organizing beyond that is just cool. It's nice to have. It's not going to block us from putting a game out on Thursday. But once I get that part done, then I can start organizing the digital stuff. Because right now we have like 2 copies of every file on both computers. It's like, that kind of shit's annoying. So if we're having like, we've been having, you know, like delays in getting our streams set up, and it's because of dumb shit like that. Like, you know, just, it's not paper, but it's like paperworky type shit, like organization shit that is causing us these dumb delays and confusing people. So that's like important for me to get done. So I need to get that done. I hope I get to that point today. I also, I like want to take 10 minutes at the very least, grab Zach and just like do a cuddle. Like I need that today. I don't know if that's TMI. It's just a cuddle. I'm not being gross. Yeah, it's just, like, Zach, I'm gonna need you to be a husband for a second in this way. I need you to hold me. I need to be held today. So that's on my list. That's on my to-do list. Be held. You ever feel like you need that? Airbrush is your friend. Yeah, no kidding. That many models. It was funny. I mean, that movie Friendship, right? Like I said, it's like if you like Tim Robinson, you'll like it. If you don't, who knows? But it's like a weird, bizarre take on how difficult it can be to make friends. I mean, as an adult, he's an adult, right? But like, even not as an adult, it's, you know, it can be hard, but just what that experience is like. And it's super interesting because this guy can't make friends because he's fucking weird. Like, he's not someone, he's off-putting. He's extremely off-putting, and he does it to himself. But he's still a human being, right? Like, it's hard. It's hard to watch. And if you're familiar with his sketch comedy, like, he does these crazy, bizarre things, like, where you're just like, what? Like, how did that enter someone's brain? Like, why did someone even think about that scenario that way? And all it is, when on the rewatch, it starts to make more sense. Like, oh, this is a caricature of a very real behavior. And you find things being very familiar, like, not literally, right? Like, the things that are happening are not meant to be like literal representations of a specific behavior. It's just like this behavior turned up to like 1,000,000. It's just crazy shit starts happening, and then to the point where you can't recognize the original behavior they're making fun of anymore. And that's what makes it like so bizarre. But once you see it, then you're like, I've met that person. Like, I know who that person is. And that's what it feels like is happening a lot in this movie. Like, these are very real things. They're crazy because he's dialed it up, but they're very real problems that people go through, and like awkward situations and things like that. And it's crazy. It's an interesting, the way it's done is interesting because you see the difficulties in making friends from his perspective through a normal lens. Like, you see it from both sides while it's happening. Like, I can totally see why those people don't, I'm not giving anything away. This is like, they give this away in the previews. I can totally see why these people don't like this guy, like, don't want to be around him. But I can totally feel for this guy not being able to make friends because he doesn't even realize how off-putting he is. It's like, it's hard, but it's funny because it's a comedy and they make it funny. Where was I? Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. Because we're reflecting and all these things. Yeah, my intention. Yeah, I was saying I needed to be held. Like, I have to imagine that a lot of people feel that at times and don't always express it. Like, you know, it's a need sometimes. Like, you just need touch or comfort or whatever that feels like, right, to you. That's something I need today that I am setting out to get. Zach, be ready. Be ready for a hug. Yeah. It's, you feel for them. That was intention for today. What is something I want to do tomorrow, right? That's the next question. What is something I want to do tomorrow? Whoops. It's fine. My intention for tomorrow. I'm still thinking. Right? Paint more Lumineth. Yeah. This list too. What a funny list this is. I don't know anything about it. The list is literally like, how do I get to 2,000 points the most efficiently? Or using, like, trying to get through some of these units that are more like utilitarian. You need to have Wardens. You should have Dawnriders, I guess, right? They're pretty good. So I'm like, okay, I've got to do this slog. Now what do I add on to get to 2,000 so we can get it on the table, right? But this list it's not a good list. It's not like a list anyone would actually make. Unless you're like me, like you're learning it, you're just trying to put something on the table, right? Like my goal is learn NMM. It does not make a good list. But I haven't gotten any feedback. I got some feedback recently, though, from Zach finally. He's like, listen, John's too nice to tell you this, so I'm going to tell you this. That list is not going to work on stream. And I'm like, oh, well, we got to start with it. I don't know what to tell you. So I think I'm going to work on wind chargers. Is that what it is next? After this little batch. After I get through with this stuff. And this will be pretty much the only thing I'm going to work on and off screen until, it's done. So yeah, I guess that is an intention for tomorrow, but actually, no, you know what? No, because tomorrow is, like I said, I'm actually going to skip this tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday because I'm dealing with that room. So tomorrow, my intention would be, I would like to have both computers set up. Like, it's boring, but my intention, will be to get that computer set up for this one, which will be in there, set up for AOS gaming, and keep this one, the laptop in here, set up for hobbying. So that'll be my intention for tomorrow, get the computer set up. And depending on how well that goes, that'll define what I do Thursday, or Wednesday. And Thursday, yeah. You're gonna start building towards it. You have this pile that I can build, turns out a lot. So you can sleep. Yeah, Timbit. Yeah, you can go do something better with your time, like sleep. Yeah. But I'll be back Friday. With the new setup. This is too much. So I can sleep. 7:12. Ice cream counts as a meal. Let's see, I think I covered all these. Yeah. Did I cover ice cream counts? Did I talk about that? That was one of my favorite things about moving out or getting a job and having my own money to spend, was like, oh, I can eat food that I feel like eating. I still do that too. Like sometimes I do have ice cream for dinner. Well, what was it, yesterday? No, Saturday, when I went to get my tattoo. It was pretty painful. But when I was done, she was like, okay, doctor's orders, go home, sit on the couch, watch a movie, eat whatever you want. I was like, great, I want ice cream and French fries. And that's what I told Zach. I was like, for dinner, I want ice cream and French fries. So yeah, and that's what we did. We had ice cream and French fries. He's like, this is so weird. And I was like, well, I'll have fruit with you if you want. And he's like, I already had fruit. And I'm like, oh, well, I didn't. So, but I'm fine. Like, I'll live. This is very like, I'm an adult. I got a tattoo, so therefore I do whatever I want. It made no sense. What am I grateful for? Well, I did kind of mention you guys earlier, you know, just like coming to this stream, being here with you guys, like, there's a lot of things happening that can make one question their faith in humanity. And this is one of the places that does the opposite. This, you know, we all have our little communities, right, where we seek support and friendship, validation, joy, all these things, right? And this is just one of them. And it is like that for me too. It is not just a thing that we do for others. It's definitely something we're doing for ourselves as well. And that feels very real to me right now. So I am going to be corny and say again that it's you guys, that it's this community. That's not an ad. I did not pay myself to say that. I was gonna pet Bartok, but he's like sleeping and he's doing this thing where his like little cat head is all the way down. Buying my next projects before finishing my current one. Oh my gosh, join the club. I know, right? Terrible. It's just so exciting. I get it. I have this, yeah, I mean, the one that I have in my backlog that I'm like, God damn it, Meg. I want to do it, but I'm like, when am I going to freaking do this? Like, when am I going to squeeze this in? It was a 3D print of Megara from Hercules and Hades, and then like Pain and Panic. And I might have mentioned it on the channel before, I'm not sure, but I bought that I had it printed and everything, and I'm like, I can't wait to do this. It's gonna be so fun. Like, I love Meg, and Hades is so good. Like, he's the best villain. Blah blah blah. Like, he's fun. And it's like sat there for over a year. God damn it! You knew this was gonna happen. Why? Let's see. 718. Okay, cool. I bet. Oh man, I'm so excited. Once I get to the end of these like super highlights on these two models, and I get to take a break and reward myself with some rough terrain application. Like, how does that even make sense? What do you guys give yourselves as rewards while you're hobbying? I'm just like, cool, I get a break from doing this for a minute. It's very silly. All right, cool. That one's good. Good to go. So most of you are happy about eating what you want after growing up, followed by cleaning up according to your tastes and not going places you don't want to go to. Being around people you don't, being around people you're not necessarily friends with is low on the list. That's interesting. I wonder what that says about you. You're a nice bunch. I'm gonna take it that way. My room looks clean enough. You know what's tough about that one? Is living with another person. Like, the second you do that, that comes back. I feel like that, or maybe I'm projecting my own like importance level that I'm attributing to this. But that's hard. Like, I think sharing a space with someone is very hard. No offense, Zach. Everyone wants their own space, right? Like, don't tell me what to do with my stuff, Mom. It's my stuff. It's my space. Then you move in with someone and it's like both of your spaces. Zach and I have different bathrooms because we have a 2-bedroom, and like, why not, and I don't think I could go back. I really don't. Anytime we look at houses, it's mostly to make ourselves cry because, yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. But when we do, it is like 2-bathroom minimum. That's like not an option. Anywhere we decide to live, we must have 2 bathrooms. 25 likes. Thanks, guys. That's nice of you. I like you too. Some of you guys are almost done with work, huh? A couple more hours. 7:30 here, so I can't think. 7 plus 8 is 15, minus 12, so 3:30 or so in the UK, 4:30 or so in Europe. 10:30 on the East Coast, yeah. So you're just starting. Me too, Timbit. It's funny what my dad said about algebra and college and all this stuff. He did not have to go to college. He's fortunate in that way. Like a lot of our, I want to say, boomer parents were, right? Like that was sort of when that all started setting in, right? Right around that time. Like, no, you're gonna have to start doing this. But no, he was just like, he was one of these people that you like read about, right? Working in a Sears, and someone approached him and was like, "Do you want to come work for the water company?" Like, what? Is that real? It's something like that, yeah. Anybody know anybody who got a job that way? Just approached for work. Hey, Nell Heather. You've been up since 5:30. Saul. Yeah, I'm probably somewhere around there too. 5 hours of sleep a day. Not enough. Not enough. I know. Apparently that was a thing back in the day. Yeah. Like, dang. Just passing out jobs left and right. You're a straight white male. What a time to be alive. And it worked out. I'm gonna say, oh wait, you know what? Let's check up here. Yeah, this is very stark. Highlight gold, whatever it is up here. Okay. Oh, it's reward time. Burger King or whatever. I don't know if that's true, Fish. I don't know if that's true. Actually, funny, well, I don't know. I don't think I find it actually funny. But I went to Burger King Saturday, like on my way to get my tattoo done. Yeah, got Burger King because it's quick, it's there and fairly cheap. And it's a robot now that takes your order. So it's like one less job for someone, I guess. I don't know how it works. Like, I gave my order to this robot, and then at the window, it was a person who took my money. And then at the second window, it was a person who gave me my food. So I'm not sure how it's shaking out, but it was weird. I was like, I don't want to order with a robot. I want to order with a human being. This feels wrong. So I don't know if Burger King's hiring, buddy. Maybe, hopefully, for people. All right, let's give this guy some rough paste. Yeah, single income houses. Specifically the Rugrats scented watches from the 90s. I remember those. Yeah, Fish, that's an interesting point. I hadn't thought of that. There weren't any errors that I saw that I received. But there's like this deal there that they have right now that's like, and it's been like, I think it's just a thing now, a staple of their menu for the time being, but it's like buy 2 things for $6. And they're little things like little fries or little cheeseburgers or whatever. And so that's what I do. I get 2 cheeseburgers. And then, so it's like 2 for $6, something like that. And then if you get 3 things, it's for $8. And I did the 2 cheeseburger thing. And then I was like, and a medium drink. And then I saw the menu and I was like, oh, the medium drink is part of that deal, right? So if I had, order it that way, right? It's like 2 cheeseburgers and a Coke or whatever for $8 instead. But I did the $6 one and then added the Coke on second. And I was like, I wonder what will happen. And it did figure it out. Like, oh, she ordered 3 things from this deal, so that's what we're gonna give her. Like, it did know to do that. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. I still hate it. I'm kind of like, it's hard. I think automation is one thing. This isn't automation. This is AI. It's very different, actually. They're related, but they're not the same thing. Like, it's gonna have its places. It probably already is doing the things, like certain things that we want it to do, right? But I brought this up already. It's like a bummer topic. I don't want to stay on it very long, but I'm not ready to start replacing people's jobs with a robot when there's still so many people who need things, like, it's not like there's a place for them to go, people just don't want to pay them, so they don't have a job. There's not a lot of like options, and then it's not like we're covering them in this country either. So I feel icky about like, maybe if we had certain things in place to make sure people were safe and taken care of, I'd be more like, oh, that's great. That's one less stupid thing we have to do. Now you have more free time to go do whatever you want, right? Like, that's not the reality we're living in. So nice if we could all just get along with each other and robots and all have fun time doing our arts and crafts instead of working 40-hour work weeks. Yeah. Hi, Nick. Cool. That was my break. Putting some rough paste. Here, I'll do it on this guy too. I've got my guys strung out in sets of 5, just so I can visually be like, okay, I did it. So here's my first line of 5 NMMs done. My group, I guess. They all have NMM. 5 wardens. It'd be cool if I could be done with another set of 5. Well, it all depends, right? I don't know how much time I'll have to work on them this week. I know, right? It's fish. I know, poor Saul. Well, you know, on paper, right? That's what they say. Actually, this is like really nice right now. What is it? Zen gardening, where you're like pushing things around with a rake. That's kind of how this feels to me right now. Just quietly talking to you guys, pushing some mud around. Every time I throw away my coffee grounds, I feel so guilty. I'm like, well, I should make some terrain with. We get donated a lot of stuff. Thank you, Rudy and Fam. So we don't have to do this, but I'm like, oh yeah, I should be making my own terrain out of coffee. I drink so much coffee. We both do. I don't need to buy anything ever again, honestly. So I think I will start doing that, like once we start running out. I'll try to just start making my own. Doesn't seem necessary to buy something like this. So those of you guys, I know there's some of you, I think Saul, you're one of them, maybe, if I'm remembering correctly, have said you've made your own terrain paste out of coffee. Like, what do you mix it in? Glue, or just like a jar of glue with coffee grinds? Hey, Nick. Oh yeah, culinary. Gel medium, okay. Fish. I drink enough coffee to provide basing materials for the entire Hobby Collab community. Yeah, same, right? Nick, Bob Ross and some base sludge on a Monday. I'm assuming you're talking about me and you're not doing the same thing. But yeah, pretty much. That would be cool to have like some Zen garden styled bases. I think Soup's actually had, that's like his Aldari bases are kind of like that. Like there's like concentric rings happening on his bases, like in sand or something like that. A mix of sand, fine gravel, spackle, glue, and craft paint. Okay. Sand and small rocks. Spackle, glue, and craft paint. Okay. The paint is just so you have the color kind of like the base color like baked in. Is that the thought there? Yeah. Cool. Okay, that's a good idea. I'll save these jars then. This is what I'm using now. But I'll save the jars and I can put homemade stuff back in. And will I save money? Probably. How much are these? Well, yeah, we won't ask for these, which means that gets offset to something else somebody wants to donate. So yeah, it saves money. Everything saves money. Cool. So the first go around I was a bit warmer, like everything was a bit warmer, but that's okay. I figured something like that would happen. It's not a big deal. Oh my gosh, I do just, it is 7:38. I am ready to like call it. Let me get one more dude out here and just start chipping away at it. I guess I could work on a Dawnrider, shake things up a bit. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Getting exciting. This is like my face every time I look at them. Okay, if I have to do a table's worth, I just Mod Podge and steal sand from the outside. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, Saul. What if she wants space mud? It's fair. Well, then I guess I would just prime it and paint over it. Okay. Oh yeah, so here's my Dawnrider, where I stole this from the Bannerman, and I didn't realize. Just been using dirt, just big plain old dirt. Yeah, it's gonna be all stubby. So, but that's okay. It'll stick. I'll get there in a second. All right, let's chip away at this one. Nature painted the dirt and I cannot improve on it. Wait, so you don't paint over your dirt? Doesn't everybody like freak out at you? You left it unpainted? Cody, are you seeing this? Do you paint your tufts, Timbit? I guess those aren't unpainted dirt. Yeah, of course, right? I mean, yeah, I'm like, if I just go pick up rocks, why don't I just leave them as rocks? No, I guess I get it. The nylon, yeah, that's fair. Fine, I guess. If you're gonna be logical and shit. Okay. I need to mix. That's not enough paint. You do paint the tufts. Fine. God, I don't want to paint the tufts, Timbit. Don't make me paint the tufts. No, stop it. Of course I will. Listen. And Timon's like, yeah, don't. I'm fine if you never get any better. Spray of varnish, yeah. Ugh. 28 likes. Oh my gosh. Oh man, we are almost done watching Righteous Gemstones too. We're almost caught up. That show. The last season has gotten very dark, which I'm enjoying. I'm very curious how it's going to end. Is it your favorite? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like just centered on this shitty family now. And I'm like, okay, I'm here for this. Because there's always like a seasoned villain. And I'm like, that's okay, but I kind of want to just follow this shitty family around and hopefully see them get their comeuppance. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll find out. But I'm enjoying season 4 probably the most also. Yeah, I freaking love Goggins, man. He's so good. I watch anything he's in. And he cracks me up. Did you watch White Lotus? The last season of White Lotus that he's in? Billy's Bible Bunkers. Yeah, it's so good. I just like was getting such a kick out of that. Baby Lionel. Although he's kind of a jerk in the last season. He's like more of a jerk than normal. Just yeah, White Lotus is pretty good. I mean, it's kind of soapy, you know, like, but it doesn't feel like, you know, TV soap opera. It's got some drama, but it's fun. It's like a dark comedy drama. I think it's soapy because it's a lot of, not all of them, but a lot of first world problems, right? So you just go in knowing that, and it's a mix. It's not only first world problems. I feel like that would get very tiring. You're like dealing with those, but also like real problems of people who don't have means at their disposal. So it's an interesting mix. No, Timbit, don't go to work. Department Q, turn the other cheek. Department Q, what's that? I've not heard of that. Show set in Scotland. Okay. Haven't heard of it. I am actually, you guys, planning a trip to Washington in July. So I'm not going to be here for a couple weeks in July. I guess I'll take my Lumineth with me so I can work on them. But yeah, I won't be doing journeys for a couple weeks. But we have a while. That won't be for a bit. Also, we're coming up on birthday month at the channel. So the channel's official first day as a channel was June 23rd, 2023. So we're about to hit our 2-year. So we're gonna have some, like, we like to celebrate birthday month. We'll do like some fun segments and look backs. We do that mostly on the hobby channel. Sorry, the hobby stream, the hobby channel, the hobby stream. We might work some stuff into the game stream too, but we try not to mess with the games too much. Last year we had a really nice feature where we went back and looked at people's growth in the server. So make sure you've shared your stuff with us. We'll probably do something similar, still figuring it out. But there's a lot to celebrate. A lot of you to celebrate. I can't believe it's been 2 years. In some ways it feels like really fast, and then in other ways it's like feels longer. You know, it's a lot of work. When did we start playing games? A year in, right? Not even a year in. We started the channel, and we started AOS. Now I'm forgetting. I can't remember how long we've been playing games. Oh my gosh. Well, this was the year we got on the list. So last year would have been, yeah, so okay. Games has been like a year and a half, we'll say. But yeah, then you're right, memberships started in August. Which is why all of your guys is like, when it tells you how many months you've been a Mandrill, if you've been a Mandrill since the beginning, it doesn't say 24 this month. It'll say something else because the memberships were not available yet. And then our first stream, I think, was actually in July. I don't think it was in June. So not everyone, it's like the birthday month thing doesn't always feel quite right to everybody other than us, right? Because it's when we signed all the paperwork and said go, you know. But you guys didn't see that part. I remember when it all started, like Pepperidge Farm remembers. Hey, Chef. How are you, Chef? February 8th, 2024 was your first Sword in the Spoon. Oh, it's funny to see the set then and then look at it now. We did a members only video that kind of showed that. I can't remember when we put that out. Not too long ago, I guess. Within the last year. Covered in paint. So if you're a member and you haven't seen that video, you should go check it out. Members or Mandrills? I can't remember exactly. And It's improved since then too. I was so uncomfortable in that game. Yeah, was it weird? Ooh, oh man, I bet going back and rewatching it is so weird. Yeah, I'm very curious now. I love look backs. You know, like people do a lot of like, here's the model, this model I painted from 4 years ago versus today. And for me, it's going to be like, here's me trying to play this game a year ago or 2 years ago, whatever it was. I still don't win, but no, I did. I have once. It was me playing against Cruel Boy. So it was me and Saray, right? Oh no, it was me and Andrew. That's right. I forgot Andrew was early. Did I seem uncomfortable? Like, I don't know. I'm assuming you're scrubbing it or something. Did I seem uncomfortable? Like watching it, do I seem like very different from who I am now? It's funny. Now I got to go back and watch it. I'm a painter, not a player. The number of times you say, oh my God, Meg. Yeah, that sounds like me. If they know that I'm holding myself accountable, they won't blame me for my poor decisions. It's funny. That's a good idea. Like as a look back, like if we could, if we have the time, make some sort of like then and now clip collection. It's funny. I know, I need to play Beast Claw Raiders soon. Zach said that I think I'm on this weekend. So I want to try and do BCR, Chef's BCR list. It's Mandrill list submission for me to play, but I want to get a practice game in with it first so I don't look like a fool. Because I don't play Beast Claw Raiders that often, right? Clearly. We see a lot of Seraphon. We don't see a lot of them. And also, like, on top of that, this list that he made up is mostly stuff I don't play, like I've never played with before from BCR. So I definitely want to practice with it. It's like going with some sense of what I'm doing. And, you know, Zach's there. He'll point things out if it's really bad. He'll help me get through it until I figure it out. That was pretty much your system test game. Oh, was this when it was just for the Mandrills? Because I remember we did like members only, Mandrills only, like preview games where we were practicing stuff. So I can see it being, yeah, that's funny. That could be that. Because I don't remember who actually were the debut people, like, for the debut game. I figured it seem to remember it being Zach and somebody, but I don't remember who. I'll have a blast when thanks for the hearts. I'll have a blast when I get to Gargants. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh yeah, and we have all the Gargant stuff now to do 4 Gargants. So we are planning, I'm in the process of planning those streams out. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna kit bash and build Gargants. 1 for each faction, not faction, sorry, alliance. And we'll have them to throw in our armies or do a Gargant army. I think throwing them in armies will be fun. That's a fun way to do it without, I don't know, I want to use the word ostracizing, I guess, like folks who get triggered by Gargants, right? Like they're, like people who don't enjoy watching them because they're, when I say triggering, I mean, you know, like they're not fun to play against if you just go and, it sounds like they just sort of bully the board, right? Like, I'm going to stand here, you can't have this, and now I'm going to kill you. Hey, fish. See you later. But throwing him into your army, you know, like mixing them in with some other stuff, that's pretty interesting. I can see that being a win for most people watching. But yeah, you're right. I totally am like, yep, I just want these like 3 models or whatever it is, right? Like 4 models, move them around and not think too hard. Hero phase super fast. That was one thing I liked about that Seraphon list I took, was just like there's hardly anything in it. I can just do this really fast and then you know, move on with my life. Although I was playing kind of slow because I had a lot to think about. I was not used to that army or that list. Okay, we are at 30 likes. We are at 8 a.m. So I'm going to call it. I think I finished these color, this layer, right, on this Dawnrider. So yeah, I'll stop there. Oops, made a little mess. Oh, Saul, you should submit a list in the Mandrills, something like that. That'd be kind of fun, like if we did like a competitive Gargant list, put it against an equal list. It could be cool. At the very least, as a practice game in the Mandrills practice area. All right, gang. Cool, so I have 5 non-metallic metal wardens ready to go. I have 3.5 Dawnrider. Let's say this is half. Non-metallic metal aspects ready to go. I'm chipping away at it. I am chipping away at it. Yeah, I will see you guys back on Friday. I'm gonna take the rest of this week off from Journeys to focus on other things, but I will be back Friday and then we'll keep going. We'll get back to this once a day thing. But anyways, thanks for hanging out. It's always a blast. It brings a lot of centering to my life. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, always be creating. Bye.